Hello Track Gang, and welcome to episode 18. Episode 18 for 2022. Welcome to the Boeville in Newtown. And, well, I actually started doing some work on this last night. No. Saturday night. I'm sorry. Because I wanted to try and get some work done here so I can actually start working on some scenery. I think I've mentioned that a dozen times now. At that freaking phone. Anyway. So I actually did some work down here the other night, and pardon me, I'm actually in the process of trying to get my pallet out of the Ziploc bag that I've got here. And I just put that in the wrong one. That's okay. Okay. That goes over there. Sorry if you're looking at the top of my head. Here it is. I haven't even started working. I've already got paint all over myself. Anyway, so I started doing some work down here the other night on the interlocking tower. And to be honest, I think this is a big difference, or a major change from the bright yellow that it used to be. And of course that was probably, the light was probably really shining off of that, but we'll try that. Now obviously I do have to go back and put some dull coat on there and get it down a little bit, but if you remember, that is the yellow that it used to be. So now it's been painted inside and out. So I still have some work to do. I even painted the roof. That was a gray color. That has been darkened up quite a bit. So that was one of the things that I worked on. And then the other thing that I worked on was the radar tower. And I finally got the radar glued back in place. Yay, that was an exercise. I hope that that never gets snapped off of there again, because that was a complete pain in the rear end. Let's just put it that way, to get that back in place. And I can see I'm going to have to do something different with this. Alright, I'll have to go back and mess with that. I don't have the actual tower. The tower is on there, but the yeah. Why does this thing look like it's off kilter? That's because it is off kilter. There we go. It's better, I think. Anyway, So that's what I did work on. Now, what's also fascinating, I just happened to notice this afternoon. Now it's off kilter in the other direction. Let's see if we can get this thing to even. There we go. I guess that's better. I was looking at this dude the other day and noticed that there is a decal on here, and I doubt that that's going to show up on here on the camera, but I'll tell you what it says. It says something about a Schuylkill junction. Wonder if we know of anybody that's near Schuylkill Junction. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get some of this paint and stuff together here, and I'm going to finish up painting this building so I can get it back together, and we'll go from there. Well, the biggest thing is don't breathe on it. I'm quite pleased with this, but I still have a couple little touch-up things that I want to do on it, but for the most part, it's back together. Woohoo! Now, on to bigger things. Okay, I didn't show this, but a couple things. Number one, I've got the building, I've got Union Station apart. Now, one of the things you're going to notice is that, hey, wait a minute, Union Station is no longer on there. Exactly. What I did to get it off of there, and it worked, surprisingly enough, was I took just some regular tap water. I went ahead and brushed it on there, let it sit for, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then took a chisel tip X-Acto knife, and at a very low angle, literally just scraped it right off, because I didn't use any of the microsol or microset or any of the other stuff. It was literally just water, put it on there, and be done. What I also did is I came behind that with my mineral spirits that I use for track cleaning, and I went ahead and cleaned that area up real good. So now it should be ready to be painted, but we're not worried about painting the outsides just yet. I'm going to work on painting the interior, and we'll go from there. So that's what I'm going to work on next. Okay, so last night I went through and I actually did some work on Union Station. Yeah, you could say I did some work on Union Station. Union Station is now in pieces. And as you can see, I've got the back and the sides of this. This here is actually the, I guess for lack of a better term, the alcove that sits on the front of the building. I do have to do a little bit of touch up to the black on the back of that. I do have to do some more touch up on a couple of the other. This is one of the side walls. And if you notice, the black doesn't go all the way up. Well, there's a reason, and that is the fact that the roof will sit over here, so this is actually above the roof. That will get painted that off-white, marble white, whatever you want to call it. So tonight's project, at least for the next hour or so, before I have to go ahead and try and take a nap before I go back into work, is going to be doing a little bit of touch up on these, and then after that, actually going ahead at some point and trying to come up with that off-white that I'm looking for. That is going to be the actual brick on the buildings, or brick on this building. So, like I said, the first step is going to be, doing a touch-up on these, and then going ahead and working on the outside. So, stay tuned. We'll see what it looks like once we're there. folks. Well, that's going to conclude this episode 18. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Don't forget that this week, Sidetrack Sunday will be on my channel. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet because, well, to be honest, I kind of forgot that Jason and I were flipping. He's actually taking the week that I'll be up in Strasbourg. So this weekend, my channel for Sidetrack Sunday, I'm either going to see how things work out. I might try and do another Fallen Flag Sidetrack Sunday, or I might see if I can get one of my partners in crime to sit on the panel with me, and I might start working on building Union Station. So stick around. You never know what's going to happen. You all know the deal. Wait for the highball. Green tracks ahead. Be safe. God bless. We will see ya.